Hi, this is Rob with another video. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me a bit better in this one. There'll still be a little bit of a noise of traffic outside. PA sirens, not a part of DoomZ, it's a part of living in Manchester. So I've put this together to help with editing. Anyone who wants to add some sprites in there, maybe change the way some weapons work. Starts off, I've put in some targets, so the targets will come in, you can shoot them, they pop back up after a little while. I've also got the weapons. Now, these weapon sprites, for a lot of these, are taken from the resources at realm667.com. If you check on the website, I've got a references section there. If anyone, the idea is to replace the weapons as well, but if anyone would like them taken out now, just let me know, I'll do so. So each of the weapons here, you can press a button and it'll drop some ammo for. The ammo works in clips, so if we have a look in the top right hand corner there, you can see 15 bullets and 1 clip. You can reload mid-clip, but you will waste any of the bullets that you have left in that clip at the time. I especially like the sniper rifle, which is again from Realm 667. This one has the ability to zoom as well as to shoot off the hip. So if we summon some zombies, we're gonna summon a couple more. As you can see, currently they're pointing the wall. So yeah, that's the sniper shot, and then also you can shoot from the hip. This isn't the full DoomZ map that we're looking at the moment. I've just chopped off a little section to help with this. Now, let's just get rid of these. The last video that I made, I died halfway through, so I'm going to avoid that. So, looking at this section as well, you can see we've got all of the items here. So, if I go through one of each of these, we've got the blood bag. So, obviously for bringing back health there. You can click number 9 to get to the items, so that's an easier way of doing it. So, blood bag, we've got morphine. So the morphine would be used if you break your leg, which we may well see happen shortly. Antibiotics, that's for illness. Currently there is illness, it's a bit glitchy and stuff, I need to change it a bit, but it is working. Branches to make a fire. The graphics for this seem to be terrible, but I quite like the fire itself. If anyone knows how to make an animated object which disappears after a certain amount of time, please let me know. Currently the fire stays there forever, but you can cook on it. There is the night vision. I'll show them later because it'll screw up the video for it, but they do work. We've got a canteen here. So canteen, if you drink it, as you'll see, it will then be replaced by an empty canteen. Each time you use one of the items, it just shows the thing of him eating. That's because I'm lazy and I didn't bother to make the other sprites. So now we'll see, now there's an empty canteen in the inventory which can then be filled up. Cool. So you've got Coke cans, spawn a few more things here. This is zdoom, so if you get too near the items, you can see it's like looking down on them, you can tell they're flat. It doesn't turn to face you like zdoom. So a couple of different sized bags, so you've got plenty more space now in this bag, and then there's tin cans as well. So just to go through a few of the weapons again, this is another one from Realm 667. Check out the website to get more information about who actually made those ones. Snub-nosed, I just got the revolver from over there and sloppily painted it silver. The melee weapons, you can see, so one of the weapons which I did want to show is the crossbow, again from Realm 667, but works really well in that the ammo is reusable. So if I pick up, I've got a couple of bolts here, so we'll just reload. Say I a couple of monsters. If you hit something, the dart dart bolt comes out, and then you can reuse it. So the idea is, if you're playing it in multiplayer, it's quite a good weapon against zombies, but you're quickly going to run out of darts, out of bolts, because you only find them one at a time. So in terms of multiplayer, it's not going to be so great. Eventually, you will have to choose between which gun you want to carry. I think I'm going to do it 2 at a time, or maybe start taking up inventory space with guns, but I haven't done that yet. In terms of the main level that I'm doing, I've had a few people asking about 720p. Yep, it's true, it won't run in that at the moment. Basically, all of the UI like that is set with absolute positions rather than relative, so as soon as you put it on 720p, it just pushes everything off the screen. I am going to add books as well, so the books will just be really simple. I mean, it uses this inventory to display it on the left hand side there, so I can just have a picture of a book and a short story there. The other main things that I'm looking at doing is fixing the tents. Currently some of the teleports go to the wrong tents, and making the insides of the houses that are actually in town. So currently none of the houses in town, apart from the market and the school, etc., are enterable. Also going to make some upstairs to them, and also an upstairs for the school. So something else which I just wanted to show here is the fact that this is running in multiplayer here. So you can quite easily pick up a weapon and go shoot someone. So at the moment there's no player sprites, they just look like the Doom people, so it looks a bit out of place. But there you go. So next thing that I wanted to show was graphics editing for it. I'll do some other updates for the actual level editing themselves. But basically I've made a forum, so it's robertpress.com/doomz/forum. This is the graphics section of it. So these are the current names of the weapons that have in there. So some don't have sprites, so I've not actually got them to spawn normally. But what I've done is here's a list as well of the places that the resources that I got those, the ones that I've copied from. Now I've uploaded basically all of the sprites from my game. So if we have a look, make it a bit bigger. But if we have a look at the weapons section, for example, and AK, you'll see 5 sprites. So it's simply sprites that animate it. That's all it takes to animate the firing of the AK. So if you download it, I'd suggest actually not downloading it straight from here. You can look through them there. Also there's the RAR file of them all zipped up. But I'd probably recommend moving on to Slade to actually do any of the extracting of the files yourself. So if you go, so it's slade.mancubus.net, just download Slade, run it, and then tell it to open this WAD. So this one's graphics test 3.wad. If you wanted to edit the AK, you can see you've got this is my old sprite fruit, so you can see the 4 frames. So all that you need to do, actually I messed it up in a bit on the video and I pre-saved it like that, but if you, so you can do graphic, export as PNG, and then once you've edited it, so just quickly in Photoshop, I'd done this, which you'll have noticed from the video itself when I had held the AK. So resaved it, then you go import, then you choose where it is. Once you've imported it, then it'll show up in the middle there. You can move it around, so this is where it's located on your screen when you're actually playing Doom. And the weapon bob is these 3 lines there. If you have it so it's at the bottom of that, it won't ever bob up, so there's a missing gap where your hand should be. Once it's there, save it, play it just like you were, and you should see your sprites appearing instantly. If you want to have a go at editing the actual weapons themselves, you need to go, basically this WAD is all of my stuff combined into one, which isn't how I want it later on, but it's good for testing. If you go down to the decorate section there, if you go through, say we pick the AK here, the way that it works is, AKM. The way that it works here for the gun, for these sprites, it looks really confusing, but it's not so much. It's saying this is the first part of the sprite, so it's AK AK-47A0. So it's AK. Let's see, AK-47. A is which frame it is. 1 is how many frames of the game to show it for. So it's going between them there. When it's firing, it's then changing A, B, like going through to F, etc. So it can flick between them. I'm not so great at making guns. They're all based off the same gun guide that I'd used originally, but they're really easy to edit. So if you want to change the damage that they do, you can do that in there as well, spread on how many bullets they fire. Currently, I'm not very good at doing any of the sound editing for it either, so that's quite missing from there. But yeah, if anyone would like to have a go, check it out on the forum. There's the links to the different ones. Basically, anything that's in there, if you can do it better, please do, and I'll have a look at putting it in. The actual res of it doesn't matter so much. Don't make it supersized. I mean, these are like pretty low res, but I can rescale it later on. So if you want to make it in a higher res and then downscale it, that's perfect. Or even just scale it in the game so it doesn't lose any of the quality in there. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you've got any questions, please ask away, and there's the forum. Please note that currently the forum doesn't have SSL enabled on it. I need to get that sorted pretty quickly. So please, I mean, it should be safe, but please just use a password that isn't the same as any of the other ones that you use. Thanks a lot.